My name's Kelly McInnes, and I was always drawing and painting and making art when I was a kid, writing, and that's kind of where I thought I was gonna go, my direction. At least I knew I was gonna be an artist. And then when I was like 12 or so, I joined dance. So that kind of became my passion, and using my body to express how I felt and like different ideas. And when I finished high school, the first project I worked on was mine. Basically, it came out of my roommate just being like, let's make a piece with clothes. And I basically started seeing how I could talk about like consumerism and fast fashion and identity and body image. Yeah, I think that working on mine was sort of the beginning for me of like realizing how I could talk about social and political issues through art, and kind of like combining those interests and of it, and like how we express ourselves through what we wear. We did this one performance as like a protest for Black Friday on like outside Pacific Center, which was pretty awesome, and my friend filmed it, and you can just like see all these shoppers like going by with their like huge bags and stuff, and then us. Also, I kind of think about creation for me as like a form of healing for myself, and also, yeah, like breaking habits or like making change for myself. And so with mine, it was, I guess growing up, like I just didn't really know that much about like fast fashion and like what consumerism was like doing to the world, and like other people making my clothes in other countries that are like basically modern day slaves, and the environmental like factors in that industry and stuff. Like I didn't know any of that stuff, and so as like a young adult, like learning all these things, I felt quite angry, and I wanted to like really make change. And so, but then I also, in doing those kind of things, I was like, oh, how can I also sort of use my art to speak about that kind of thing? And I was also really inspired by how something that's just inanimate object can become so precious to us, and something that we value so much. Those were kind of the beginning, or like throughout the process, ideas of the work. And like greed as well. Like that was the first project that I worked on independently. It was the first project I directed. Dancers is kind of like, I think it's dance, but some people would say it's not. It's not like what you would think of as if you were like dance. You wouldn't really think of my work. But yeah, I mean, I think that working on mine was really inspiring and really kind of confirmed that this is what I want to do. I want to make work. Because a lot of people that came to the show had never been to any art or performance event before, and people were really inspired and excited, and were like thinking about the things that related to the work. And I just found it really inspiring to see people like so moved, and like you could feel that it kind of had like shifted something for them. And I felt like that, like art is so powerful in being able to do that. And so I definitely, that was kind of like a motivator to continue on that path. Okay. So I started doing this mentorship to learn how to facilitate community engaged dance. And it got me quite excited doing that, and really inspired by just people that come together because they want to move, and they want to be creative, and they just are looking for an outlet to like collaborate with each other and perform. And I thought that was quite refreshing, and then to just see these people that are really doing it like for the joy of the practice, and like I just found that so beautiful, and I wanted to really invest in that. And I also think that that is something that I want to like share with more people, because in whatever way I can. And so I wanted to start working with community with mine. And Made in BC didn't think I was quite ready for that, but they did write a youth engagement grant from the BC Arts Council, and they received it. And so with the support of them and also the Vancouver Foundation and the Vancouver Parks Board,